I wish I would have known this before I ever started a garden. I'm 61 years old. And if I could go back and give some advice to my 30-year-old self, this is what I'd say. Temperature does matter. I don't know how many times I put out peppers or tomatoes just to have them frost down and have to replant, or put seeds in the ground that bolted right away. I'm in a coat today. It was 80 degrees yesterday. It's 46 degrees right now. It's gonna warm back up, and I don't think we're gonna get any more frost, but you gotta keep that in mind. You want that soil temperature at least 50 degrees, and with what I've found, we can moderate that temperature. Sunlight also matters. You would think that would be obvious, but the things that we like to eat prefer 6 hours of sun. Tomatoes, as an example, like full sun. Peppers, on the other hand, you would think they like full sun, but towards the evening when it's the hottest part of the day, if they get a little shade, as long as they get their 6 hours, they prefer that. The placement of your plants, your containers, or your raised beds also is directly affected by sun. You get something tall in front of them. I've had corn shade out other crops, they didn't do very well. If something as obvious as sun, you want to plan your garden out. Get the tall stuff towards the north. Watering your garden can also be a challenge. You know, we planted seeds yesterday. I kind of thought it was going to rain last night, and it rained pretty hard. Thing is, if this was a tilled up garden, this would be a muddy mess right now. I don't have to come out with a watering can, but some of the challenges that came along with watering that I found that made mistakes, put a sprinkler on, get the foliage wet off of your tomatoes as an example. They don't dry off, bring up disease, or you splash mud up on the lower leaves. It's not a good thing. And what I discovered helps retain the moisture. You have to water a whole lot less. And the money I spent on fertilizer over the years, trying to get that ratio right. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. You get too much nitrogen in the soil, all you're gonna get is nice green foliage, not a lot of fruit production. So I spent a ton of money on fertilizer. I never could quite get it right, but then I found out your plants need 42 different minerals just to be healthy. Where are they going to get that? Not out of that expensive bag of fertilizer. And that's what I really wish I would have known 30 years ago. It's all about the microlife in the soil, how they interact with the plants in the sunlight, how they take care of the plants. They provide those 42 minerals out of the soil that your plants need to be healthy. And stop tilling. It disrupts that microlife. It also brings up seeds to the surface. That brings up weeds. Anytime you have bare spot, right here, it's not mulch. And we got weed seeds coming in around the garlic. So if you want to stop weeding, stop tilling. And the ground wants to stay covered, whether it's with weeds or whether it's with mulch. And mulch, that's what I would have told my 30-year-old self. That's the key to a successful garden. Now it can be wood chips, it could be leaves, it could be hay, straw, grass clippings. I can never get enough of any one of those things, so I just put it all on here. Any organic matter, anything that was once alive. Try to stay away from the proteins, try to stay away from meat. That'll just attract critters. But if you cover your garden with organics, 4 inches thicker, preferably a lot thicker to start with, it'll break down a lot faster than you think. You're going to moderate the soil temperature, you're going to retain the moisture, you're going to reduce your weeds. If you'd like to go further into this, learn more about how to make healthy soil and eliminate most weeds, I do have a book. It's down here somewhere, and it costs less than a bag of fertilizer, and the folks that have read it say it's well worth it. These are a few of the things I wish I would have known 30 years ago. Actually, 50 years ago, when I was a kid in Wyoming hoeing Grandpa's corn, would have made my life a lot easier. But since I've been using the deep mulch, really, the hardest work I do is harvest. You can do this too. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you.